Good morning. Oh, it's not morning, is it? I've just changed the time today. Good afternoon. Still feels like morning to me. Welcome to my first YouTube of 2026. Who can believe how fast last year went? So to start this year, I thought we'd do the theme love and caring. So to start off, I thought I would do a scrapbook cover. So we're going to do I'm going to try and do one of the layouts from the Currently Loving Scrapbook Workshop kit. But for those who've watched me before know that I do struggle following the actual instructions because my brain is thinking, what can I add to it? What can I change it with? So we're going to have a go at that, and then have a go at doing an alternative page as well. So let's go and have a look at what I'm going to make. So this is one of our new scrapbook kits. It went live 11 o'clock last night, but as a demo, obviously I got to pre-order it. So, and it's got some lovely layouts. So it makes 3 layouts. You've got the instructions. You do. And if you want to make up the kit as it is, the best idea is to cut everything out beforehand. So you've got everything cut up for your 6 pages. As you know, I don't do that. And I think I've chosen one that you don't actually have to do too much cutting on it. Just a little bit of the card of the two-tone cardstock. So you will see each page, it tells you which way round to have your papers and where to cut, and it's in inches, and it goes up in quarters and halves. So for those of you like me that struggle with inches, we can manage it. So I'm going to do the first layout, so I need to have a look. So I need to use this piece of paper and the two-tone crumb cake one. So everything comes that you want in the kit. You can also get the matching two-tone pack, so you've got extra papers. And what's really good about these is if we're just starting out and you don't want to have to purchase a pack of every single colour, I tend to buy these because it's a mixed pack and I've got at least 2 of each colour, and it works out cheaper. Okay, so I've got 12 sheets of this, and it's 6 colours. So we've got cloud cover, crumb cake, old olive, petal pink, secret sea, and white willow. Okay, so that's my add-on pack. So we've got these lovely pages that we can use, and they're one-sided, so we know that they are the base page. And then we've got this one, again is white-sided on the back. And then we've got these. This is your papers. So that's the front and the back, or the other way around. We've got this busy one. I've just got green back on that one. Why have I only got one of them? Don't know. Maybe we only need one. Then I've got 2 of this one that's got the dark on the back, the secret sea. Then we've got a 2-tone paper. As you can see, there is a difference. So we've got petal pink. What colour? Cloud cover. Secret sea. I've got 2 of those. So we've obviously more of that. Crumb cake. I've got 2 of those. Okay, so do I only have one of that sheet? I'll have to look it up, because if it's been packaged wrong, I can get in touch with our demo support and they will sort it. And then the bit I love is that we can get die cuts for all that we need, and they mark them on the back so you know which one you need for which one. And then we've got circles here that we can punch out and use. This is project 3. In fact, all of this sheet and that bit I'm going to need off, because that's project 1. But no other ones on it. Project 3, project 2, 3, 2. Project 1 is this one. Okay, let's gently pull it out. Okay, so that one and that one. I know there's some on this one that I need. I need the big leaf. One big leaf. That would be gentle so I don't rip the leaves off. Okay, let's do this. Now I'm already thinking of other ideas to do with it. But I'll show you how you can make it up. Come off there. That's it. Now you come off there. And you come off that bit. And yes, I'm still talking to myself. Project 1 is here. Come on. Project 1 is another leaf. And then we've got a flower. So this is really good because you have got everything you need apart from your scissors and your glue. That's project 1 as well. Some more leaves. Whoops, and there we go. Put that in there. Something reversing outside. And this must be some words. Yeah, something day. Okay. You can tell I haven't looked at the layout in much detail. Okay, so that's all the project 1s off of that one. And then we've got stickies. And obviously that doesn't tell you which projects. So we'll have to follow the instructions for that. Hi Valerie. I know I swapped times because the morning is a bit of a rush with my other job, whereas the afternoons it's not quite so bad. So you get a sheet of the backing paper with the details printed on. I have actually used this for a scrapbook layout page. So I'm just going to pop that out of the way so I don't do that. You then get your photo mounts. You get nothing there. So I've got one. Let's see what I need. I need the blue. No, not the blue, the pink. Pink circled one. Okay, I then need, where do you see? That's a 3. We need some of these. We need. Let's see what we need. Telling me where to cut. There's no cut lines. I'll leave one piece there, but I know I need to cut a piece of that. So that is that bit. Let's try and find those before I lose them. There we go. So it's got it like that. It says I want that for 1C, but I'm not sure. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, I see what we need it for. A little block. Okay. Happy with that. Okay. I'm not too sure about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that one, this sheet, and I'm going to cut on the back of it. And it tells me I need it to go this way. So I'm just going to trim down the edge. Got itchy nose. Sorry. Now it tells me I might as well cut it for the whole lot. So I need a 1 inch. Right. 1 inch there. So I'm literally cutting where it tells me on this grid here. You see, so I've cut 1 inch there, and then I need another piece that's 1 inch. That's right. Now I don't need the rest of that one, and I'll cut that bit down later. And then I need a 6 inch strip for layout 3. So I'll cut that, and that's what I've got left for strip layout 1. And it's 1 5 3/4, which I can work that one out. There we go. And I've just got that little smidge in there that I don't need. So that's that paper cut. Right, so I need that sheet of paper that I wasn't sure about, whether there's just one. So maybe there is only one of this one. And the front, it wants me to have it that way, and it doesn't specifically say which way around. So I'm going to cut this up. So it needs to be 4 by 12. This is for layout 2, which I'm not going to use. Put that over there. Another 4 by 12. Okay. And then I need 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch there. Yeah, that's 1/2 inch. And then 2 5 3/4. Lined up. And then we should have a little bit left on the end of this one, shouldn't we? 5 3/4. So who got crafting stuff for Christmas? I know I did. I've got a lovely notebook cover with a notepad, and I can put in some pens in there or some colouring stuff. This is I got some lovely fairy tale stamps that I'm going to be using on other projects. They're not by Stampin Up, but if you know one of the major fairy stamp makers, it's hers. Right, so I need to cut this one, and this is all going to be for project 1. So I need 4 1/4 down this bit, and a bit, and then I need 5 1/4. So just cut that bit down there. Don't need that bit, so I can go over there. Now this bit I need to cut at 7 1/4. I don't need that bit yet. I can use that for something else. And then I need this one. It's got to be 3 1/4. Yeah, they're all smaller bits. Oh, you got stickles. I've been tidying out my craft room, and I've found I've got about 10 lots of stickles. Stamps for, yeah, paper. And a glue eraser. That is probably one of my most used tools, apart from my trimmer, my scissors, and my take your pick tool, because it's ideal if you just get that little bit of glue that seeped out and you just can rub it out. I've saved many a card that way. I'm just cutting that 3 1/4. That one 3 1/4. And that needs to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then we should be near enough to that 3 1/4 that way first, because then I've got a bigger piece there rather than a little bit. And then 3 1/4. So pop in the comments if you've ever done a scrapbook workshop kit. Ah, yes, Valerie. Mine I've had for a long time before I became a demo. But they're really, really handy for making beads or adding glitter to something. Right, I think that is probably all the cutting I need, apart from that other bit that we weren't too sure on. Yep, they're all different ones. Nice. So the bit that I wasn't sure about was that sheet there. Right, okay, so I'm going to shift those there. Right, these have haze layouts I want. That's what I want. Let's have the first one. And we're going to make this one like this. So it's very simple. Now it tells me the bits I need, and I didn't write them on the back. So that one's going to go. It does tell you how many inches in, but I'll go by eye. So there's that one. And we need. I've forgotten to cut one. I have definitely forgotten to cut one, and it's the dark one. So where is that piece? Oh, it's there. No, it's not there. Where is that dark line? That needs to be. It doesn't say. Oh, it's not 1D. I don't know which bit that is then. I know it's this bit. Oh, there we go. It's not telling me where that bit is. Okay. That's an error. So we might have to play that one. Work it out. But you'll find that when you're doing it, a tutorial, that you will miss out some vital piece of instruction. Right, so I know I need the big leaf. I need that one. I need it's going to be a photo frame of one sort. So that's going to go there. And then that's going to go up there. So it goes over that. And I need, that's what that bit's for there. Right. I do need to cut that bit out as we thought. If I can find the paper. Do you know, I am forever lose. Oh no, it's one of these. That's not an error. We need one of these to go across it. Now it's sticky. And that means that I haven't got my picture yet, so I'm going to have to cut it and leave a bit of the tack on the back. So I'm just going to cut it just over where the join, where the slice line is. And then that might be an extra piece. We'll just cut it there. Right, okay. Oops, I don't know if I need that piece. Okay, so what I need to do now is I'm going to cut that in half again. I am, so then that there we go, so I've got one strip there. And then what I can do when I stick it down is peel it back to there, or there to there, and then leave the sticky bit on there. No, leave the backing bit on there so it doesn't stick on my photo. So it's going to go like that. My instruction. I thought that was a bit odd. Oh, I see that goes there. So I do need that piece again that we had. The green, no. What was that bit? And I need to cut out this little bit here. So the easiest way to do that is to cut down this edge here, line it up with your groove, like so, and then you just trim it off at that end there. And that's that bit done. Right, I think now I know. Now I understand that bit better now. So, okay, so I think I've got everything now. That's going to go there. We need another little bit. 1D. That bit's going to go there. And the circle bit is going to go roughly there. And it's going to go there. And then there's going to be a little picture coming out here. Okay. Just trying to see what this one be. Where's me one? Hang on. You can see that I don't follow the instructions very often. So 1B is, I don't think I've got a 1B. No. Ah, is that my two-tone? Is that my two-tone? No, I've got no 1B. Says adhere photos to 1A. Oh, that's that one. That back in. That's the photo. 1B. Oh, hang on. 1B is part of my white willow one. This is why it is a good idea if you cut all your bits first. You won't get muddled. Like I am. I can't even find my white piece now. There we go. There it is. So let's cut that one down. Again, so I need 3 1/4 that way for the other layouts. And then I need another 3 1/4. which I've just realised I have made a mistake because I should have done it at 4 1/4. So let's just amend it slightly. Luckily, I have got spare cardstock coming. 1 1/4. That's 3 1/4. I will get it from that one sheet. That's good. There we go. It's fine. So even if you do make a cutting mistake, and then that one's going to go there with a photo on it. So that's my layout. Oops. So that goes all on top. Okay, so we need to stick the backing down, matte layer. So this is where I find I've used all my glue up and I need to get a new one out. So let's just do that. Pop that. Goes about there. And then we need this to go about there. So I need to pull that bit back. And let's just do a little mark. So I want to cut it there. This is where I use my scissors. And just cut that back there. Okay, so that bit's going to go like that. And then I need to lift it this end. So I know where I've got to cut it. Because I want to keep this bit here for me to stick my photo there. So let's just cut this bit off here. Because sometimes you don't have a photo for it. There we go. Pretty. Now we need this bit. We need this bit first. So I'm going to stick that one down. And that went up to there. But I can slide that under there just, can't I? I like that. So let's just add some glue to that. Oops. Bit there, bit there. And let's just pop this. Oops. So these go up to there. Whoops, and what have I done wrong? I have just stuck these, I've just glued those. Whoops, put that down there. Go under there. I'm not going to go under there now, are you? Right, let's just, you should have gone up a bit higher. Whoops, this is how not to do it. Right, that's how we want it up there. And I need to make sure that these don't stick down too far down there. If I just leave them up a little bit. There we go. And Valerie, I think I might have to be using my adhesive rubber once it dries, just there. And I might be able to cover that bit. So this bit then needs to go about so. So I'm going to stick that bit down, but not here. And that we want to go like so. And that's lifting slightly because obviously I haven't stuck that bit down there. And that I can let that go down later. Then we need this bit. Just go roughly there. Got some raised bits now. What I'm going to raise up is the circle. So we want that to go there. Go there. With a line there. That'll fit that there. And that will go there. And I need my circle. So what I'm going to do is that will go roughly there. Now I'm probably going to raise that up a bit. And then this is definitely going to be raised. It is. And then other bit, my little bit, need one of those. And where is my little? No, because that was my little fancy bit was a sticker, which, because it's going to go over the photos, I'm actually going to cut out. So I have it there for when I've done my photos. So I'm not sure what adventures I'll get up this year. I know I've got Cologne in March, which is Stampin' Up's demo event. And all the other ones at the moment are online. So, whoops, sliding off. Okay, so this needs to go up there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think, let's raise this up. So I just want to cut some of these. I need to start using up my remains. Like so. So I'm going to raise. Oops. So raise this up. So we want that to go. Let's go about. This could be slightly different because I think I'm going to do it slightly different. So I'm going to do it so it is in the middle there. That's going to go there, yeah. Okay, so this is really the first time I've been crafting this year. I did loads over Christmas. Did an awful lot over Christmas. Obviously, because it's a busy time for me. But with craft fairs and birthdays. But this month I only got 2 birthdays. So that's not going to be too bad. A bit there. Right. Put that bit there. And a bit on the end. Not bit I didn't cut off there. Just put it on the end. And so what was I going to say? Oh, we had snow yesterday. We did, which was really good. especially as we weren't taking grandchildren to school, so we got to spend the whole day here. I just need to rub that glue off there now, and that's dry. And it's like, it's so easy to do. Literally, it's nearly gone. It's gone. So, and this is probably one tool that people forget to tell you about, because I have previously had to bin a whole card because of it, and I know other craft makers have. This one has a lot more glue on there, so let's just gently wipe that off. Bit there. There. Bit there. There. It's looking good. So I've done that. There's a picture. I have my circle, and I'm going to have to write on that. So I'm going to leave that blank for now. So what did they put in there? Let's see what they wrote. So they've written, on this day, I enjoyed my 3 favourite things: a good book, chocolate, and a long nap. I think that's quite good. And then we can have in the number 3 next to it. So I am going to just leave those there. And this one is going to go here, raised. Over there a bit, here. So I'm going to do one on the back. So just cut some more of these off. Put that there. And that one. The other side. Like so. And pop that. Just try and make sure that I don't go over the photo bit. There we go. So that's on there. That will slide behind it there. It's number 3 there. And then that will then go on. I don't like that going over the photo, so I might just change that slightly. Because traditionally you would never stick stuff on top of a photo, and that's a bit I struggle with. You can slide photos behind it. So I'm going to leave. So those and those go with that layout page. So we've done that one. Let's do the next one. It should be easier because we have cut our bits already. So I'll get the instructions again. So let's get the next page, and this one we are going to be doing 3. So there's another circle. Must be a sticker. Must be a sticker circle. Is it a sticker circle? Let's have a look what we've got. It wasn't a die cut because we had that one out, unless I've missed one, which is always possible. Here's a circle of this one. 3, 3, 3, 1. There we go. Knew we'd missed one. So let's put those back. So that is going to go. Have I stuck it the wrong way around? No, because I haven't stuck that one. It's this one, on this day one, that goes there. That's good. So this one is going to go straight on here. But I think I might raise it up a bit. Oops. And then we need other matte layers. So we need one to go there, one to go slightly off there. And you can see I don't measure them, but you can if you want it to look absolutely perfect. But those two do. Let me see if it looks all right lined up like that. And then we need this. We've got two of these. So we've got one going about there. He's got over a bit. Right, God, that's why they're off center. Ooh, I'm not sure if I like this. It's not doing everything lined up with me, but that's fine. You can jiggle it slightly. And that goes down there with that one there. And we need the back strip again, and that goes directly. I like this. It goes directly across under there. And we've got this one that goes. This bit goes here, and this bit, and then this goes on the top, like so. It actually goes under that, right? And that goes on top. And you can't see it. There we go. So that bit goes on top there with this like there. Okay. And then number 10 goes in there. Don't know why we've got a number on there. I'm not sure at all. And then we've got another sticker. We have here. Now what I might do is I might do pictures of my grandchildren on here. Because they're little, obviously I can't show you the pictures on social media and that. So, and then that will go there. So that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to do something with the grandchildren. And I'm just thinking it might be when we went to the farm in the summer or the seaside. One of those two. So I think that's all the bits I need. Yeah. So I can stick this one down. Now, do we have it dark side or light side? I quite like the dark side. We used that last time. And I better flip them over, and they should have been the light size. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Pop that one there. And then we wanted this bit under. This bit one needs to go across about there. And it's not going over any pictures, so I can do the whole length. Like so. But no. That's better. Right up there we go. Got that across there. And we need this bit underneath there. This bit under here. Actually going to line it up. with the straight lines, and then this bit needs to go just poking out from here. So I'm actually going to do it this way around. Glue a bit there, and then stick it about there, and then turn it over to check I've got it. It's showing. Yep, happy with that. Now I'm thinking banner. It needs to be a bit smaller banner. I'm thinking let's change it totally and have it down there. Yeah, because the day will still go. That was silly. Oh, there we go. That can still go there, and it'll go over. So I'm going to raise that up. It doesn't have to be totally flat. And then there's a few little bits here. So I'm using up all my scrappy bits for this because nobody will see it. Yeah. I've got some papers coming as well. I've also got another scrapbook kit and the new bugs, because they are so sweet. And then I thought I'd have this down here. Right, and then there's a little bit of glue on that end. Let's just get that. There. And that is going to have to be raised up a bit. So I may have to use my minis for that. Especially the bits that go over. So yeah, I need a mini there, there and there. I may have to stick my mat layers down as well. Just thinking about that. Oops. Oh, stuck to my nail. Right, hang on. Let's go to the mat layer. And that will go below that bit there. Or do I want to change it totally? I'm going to change it totally. Come on. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to change it totally. Because I don't like how it's lined up there. And I want this one to go over here. That's fine. So, and then this one that can go. Put that there. And then my flower can come up there. Like that. So we've had these scrapbook kits out for a year now. And I have only managed to do 2 pages following the actual instructions that came with it. So as you see, I'm not very good at following the instructions. Oh, I know why the 10's there, to cover this bit here. So we can get around it. So I'm going to get around it by tucking it under there. Pop you down there. You can go there. And then you're going to come up there. That's going to cover there. So we could actually have you going up a bit more. Yeah, you're going up a little bit more. So I'm just going to do a little pencil dot. We'll do, hold that down. Okay, yeah, I can go as far as that. I know that bit's going to be covered by the flower. So just a little mark. Do this. So line that mark up. There we go. And to raise that up. So let's put some dimensionals on there. So do that. Oh, I think it's, yep. Add that bit on there. Two. And then pop that there. So you would never know those two weren't joined. Okay. That's going to go there, and I do want that raised up. That's going to go there. Photo. This photo's going to go there. And then we've got these size ones here. And that one, size one, can go there. Yep. And that's going to go there. I might do a lay around that. I'm not sure. So that will go like that. And then we've got the day, which I've lost. Here's the day. Which I just need to move because it is now going to go over that photo. Need to move that one. That's lost its stick. So that is going to go there. Let's just find a big blob of glue there. There can't be any glue there because I haven't stuck anything there. Alright, top you're going to go there. And then you're going to go over like that. So I just need just that one there. One on that end there. That's it. Whoops. Do that. I found loads of these everywhere, these backing bits. They even got downstairs. So what is the most sort of funny place that you have found these backing bits? It's going to go like that. Needs to be torn down there on woods down to there. There we go. I need my tweezers. Where are my tweezers? Oh, there they are. My desk is a lot clearer. I have had to have a massive tidy up. Okay, so that's going to go like that. So we've got day in the life, and put something up there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Have I missed anything off? I need a number 10, but I don't really, not sure if I really want the number 10 there. So I have changed it slightly. I have. Because as you know, I do struggle following instructions. Yes. Yes, they do go everywhere, don't they? So so that's one layout. just got to sort my pictures out, and then my journaling, of which I've got Stampin' Up journaling pen now. They do. They did one years ago, and they've brought it back, which is really good. And then this one is going to go like that, with that's going to go there, and that I haven't decided where it's going to go. I'm still thinking maybe down there. I have to see. So I've done 2 layouts, almost followed the instructions. Haven't used the stamp set yet, but there's still plenty of time to do that. And the stamp set that comes with it is all these lovely words and scripts. So I'm thinking I could put on this day reading, sort of currently reading, or it could be, I'm thinking when I go and do demo days with other demos, I can have picture of me and then currently making. Yeah, could do that. So the workshop kit, we get extra papers if we want, and then there is a stamp set as well. So I hope you have enjoyed watching how I'm trying to follow the instructions to make the double page layout. Of course, you can either follow the whole instructions, or you can do it how you want it to be. So I'm going to pop that away, then sort out my photos. And next week I'm going to carry on. I think I'm going to make an alternative card using some of these things, but certainly the two-tone and the stamp set. So until next week, keep stamping and crafting. Bye.